Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 14th episode of Zettai Karen Children. And last episode, we got to see Kaoru's family. It was great. I loved seeing Kaoru's family, so I had a lot of fun with that episode. So let's get into this one and see if we can have fun again. So, 3, 2, 1, cut. Yeah, if I seem tired at all, it's because I am. It's been a long day, but I got stuff to watch. Well, this doesn't look pleasant. Yeah, how dare you tell me to stop? So, is anyone gonna come by to help this, or...? I just got here, man, so I can't say much. And there we go. Might wanna, yeah, not piss off an expert too much. Oh no, okay. No, it was him. Yeah, I think you may have gotten on his bad side. You have no right to complain about this. So, you know, hope you enjoy this. And just like that, a hero is born. Justice coming. Okay. Need to get a mask first. So I guess we have like a vigilante on our hands here. Okay. Now he's got the mask. Looking good there, man. So basically he just chokes people with his powers. I guess that's his thing. I mean, if it works, it works. Man, that looks painful. It's such a stupid name. Okay, there you go. We found justice, everyone. Justice mask. Titan. Yeah, choking people might seem cool, but it's nothing compared to being able to just break buildings. Is the opening slightly different, or am I just more tired than I thought? Like, I generally don't pay that much attention to openings past the first couple times. So it's hard to say. Titan. TV Tokyo Channel 7. Back at school. Children are great detectives. Didn't know I was watching Detective Conan. Cool. I guess he's making pretty big news. Sure, Kaoru would appreciate that. Well, we do hero work all the time, so, you know, legal hero work. Come on, guys, it's nothing to fight about. I'd find the nearest police officer. Don't say that. Because now I'm worried about what's gonna happen. Okay, I was waiting for somebody to speak up out against him. Yeah, that's completely what we meant. Maybe. The knife. Gotta inspect it. That would be pretty useful for any kind of detective thing. That's unfortunate. It is kind of a rough thing to have a child do. Be right back. I definitely get where he's coming from, though. But at the same time, it's a good thing to help solve crimes, so it's a complicated situation. Especially if she's up for it herself. Oh, wait, what, really? Okay. That's a reveal. Okay, hello, father. We are meeting more and more family members now. They look nothing alike, but sure. Do you have something to hide, lady? Because that was extremely suspicious. Please look at him when you give him an order. Aw. Pretty crazy. Oh, freaking coward. Could just drink like a normal person, or you could do that. Don't drown over there. You're just having the time of her life. Yeah. Ow. Okay, cool. Well, yeah. Because it would die. Okay. Science lesson. Yeah, going down there would be a problem. So I guess he just forcibly closes that? Yeah. Okay, I guess now we know the mechanics of it. Does it really help anything, though? It's certainly not a bad thing to know more information. You know, it's good to know what we're dealing with. It's not as if there's like a weakness that we can exploit, I don't think. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we're dead. We're gone. We need to move on now. Release the children. Explosion behind them? No. Oh well. Oh wow, Shiho. Who let you wear that? Freaking coward. I like to believe she was talking to Shiho there. So let's check for clues. Yeah, that did look quite unpleasant. Man, this song. Like, is the opening just like a remixed version of it, I think? Well, he wears a mask. So what do we do? Yeah, it's... Could be a bit nicer to Shiho. Yeah... I can definitely tell he's trying to detach any personalness from it. But just a lot of this is rubbing Minamoto the wrong way. Well, she did wear the outfit. Oh no. Man, she really grows her hair out, doesn't she? She knows everything. Calm down, coward. We're at work. Well, yeah, because this was the first one. The people that definitely had it coming. And what do we get from here? Okay, just gotta keep going. This is just not working out very well, is it? You just saying this so you can look up her skirt. Yeah, like that. God damn it, coward. That didn't work. Yeah, that's not what justice looks like. I I think we should definitely take a break. Okay, I guess she was invited. I know, right? I guess Kaoru's certainly not gonna say no to this. Good thing to get into. The Stern talking to. Okay, guess they arrived. It doesn't surprise me. As long as it doesn't come inside. How do you figure? And you have a much worse influence on her. I think somebody needs to start talking to. Don't do it, man. You already look pretty sleazy. Just don't do it. Yeah, there you go. At least we're wearing towels in here, so I wouldn't see much. Afraid to warn them. Yeah, he's very much like a ninja way of doing things. Does her brain have a tip? How does her brain stem? I kind of forget about you most of the time. Quite a strong blush there. Yeah, it could be a bit awkward depending on what you discover. Because they have to live together after all. Still don't know why they're wearing towels in the bath. It's very weird. How dare he? Yeah, I think our criminal may be lurking around. Chiho didn't disappear, did she? Yeah, what about the other one? Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this. Doesn't exactly narrow it down a lot. But yeah, we did see him do it from inside the car. Pretty smart idea, honestly. Well, that was a change in look. I really am worried about Shiho. Shiho doesn't really have any defensive powers the same way Kaoru does. Or escaping ability like Aoi does. So she's the weakest in a way. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be the important one. This is the car. Now, very quickly escape, Shiho. Not at all. This is why I didn't want her to go with him. At least now we know. She did something, though. Is that a signal? Okay, that was close. And Shio is literally the only one you could get away with doing this to. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Like, who'd want to be your sidekick? No. Yeah, this guy is no hero. I hope you suffer. just as much as she did. I really don't like watching this. Well, well, somebody did something. That's an entrance right there. That was great. Even the music, as usual, timed well with it. Yeah, we're a team. Did you forget that? Even if one of us can't attack offensively, our teammates can. At least Claud can. So yeah, let's give this guy 20 lashes. Because you're in the wrong. Like, any moral ambiguity went out the window when you choked Shiho. Like, you completely lost any little bit of understanding I had for you is gone after that. Oh. Yeah, that looked pretty bad. Yeah, let's hit him a few more times. There we go. So it is good to demonstrate that he does care about her, though, so that was a good way to do that. They're tuckered out. They're not even the ones that were in danger this episode. Yeah, of course a father would appreciate that. Yeah. Exactly. These girls are definitely mature for their age, that's for sure. Oh, wait, what? Is this the... Do we have a new ED? Like an idol ED? I mean, we do. We straight up have an idol ED, I think. Wow. Thank you for this. This is all I ever wanted, really, out of life. I was wondering if we would get any more OPs or EDs, but we at least have a new ED. So maybe the OP was different then, slightly. Did the mic have a bow on it? Man. I still can't believe this is a thing that I'm getting. Wow, just the hip movements. Yeah, this is... I'm still taking this in. Okay. Okay. Well... well... That was the 14th episode of Zettai Karen Children. And pretty good episode. You know, we've had Kaoru focus, we've had Yaoi focus, you know, the whole teleporting mission briefcase thingy. So I'm pretty sure I said something about wanting Chio to have some time to shine. And we got that here, for sure. Which was great. Now, we got to meet her father, who's like, you know, police detective, you know, kind of guy. I think he even said he was a police chief, didn't they? I think. But anyway, the point is, you know, that certainly would have an effect on her upbringing. You know, like she said, she kind of got that lesson that life is not like a fairy tale. And the police officers are probably in a better position to understand that than a lot of people. So, for sure, something that she understood. Now, this episode really went for, like, for lack of a better way to phrase it, like, moral ambiguity. Like, for one thing, we had this guy. Now, our first introduction to him was he was obviously being, like, assaulted, you know, robbed, like, forced his head in the water, like, trying to drown him. Like, you know, they were clearly terrible people, criminals doing this to him, and he defended himself, right? That's something you couldn't really blame him too much for, right? That's fairly reasonable. But he took it beyond that. He decided to become a straight-up vigilante, put on a mask, and just choke random people that he stumbles upon that he decides deserve it. That's more than a little bit different than the first case. So, but it's anytime you have any kind of vigilante, though, there'll always be some people on their side. You know, they'll be like, "Yay, take down those scumbags," you know. But also people that are like, no, that's what the law's for. You don't do that. There's usually that kind of dynamic whenever you have a vigilante type character. And, you know, it makes sense that Shiho would kind of speak up against it because she does have that kind of police force background. And that's in addition to there already being a, you know, Zachirudren, you know, unit that they are. They very much fight for justice, except unlike this guy, they do it within the law, you know, very regulated, you know, by the book sort of thing. So, especially when you're in a position like that, this kind of vigilante could rub you the wrong way. But they kind of brought up the idea, I think it was in the bath, you know, did you ever want to do that sort of thing? You know, it's like attack random people that you think kind of deserve it. But, you know, just like no, we have a way of doing things that's making the world a better place, and I think pretty much everyone is okay with that, you know, that's fine. Of course, some people will fall through the cracks, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's okay to go outside the law to take care of it. But that's just, you know, the big debate, right? So there was that was that whole thing. But also in regards to Shiho specifically, we had a lot of arguments about kind of should we let her examine these items that were part of like brutal crime scenes? Like, should we do that? On the one hand, it does help solve crimes. You know, we don't exactly have a lot of level 7 espers. She's a very valuable asset to solving these things, and that certainly can help people. But at the same time, you know, you're making a child do this. Is it okay to make a child do that? But, you know, it's not really making her do it. She's okay with it. But, you know, there's also the whole, like, you know, can a child really give consent to something kind of thing? So it just, the point I'm trying to make is there was a lot of that kind of messiness in the episode. So I think that was kind of a deliberate theme they're trying to go for. Things that don't necessarily have a right or wrong answer. But by the end of it, in regards to that, they were definitely leaning towards it's okay. You know, this is Shiho's decision. She wants to do it. You know, it's fine. Minamoto's just being a little bit overprotective, but still the overprotectiveness, just protectiveness in general, the father appreciates. You know, the father of course doesn't really express his feelings very much. You know, he very much tries to keep things separate, not let his personal feelings get in the way of like work and stuff like that. But you know, when push comes to shove, he still defends his daughter. So he's still, from what I can tell, a pretty cool guy overall. And Chiyo is obviously in a special position where she doesn't really need that sort of direct communication to understand how people feel, because she could just touch them and figure it out. Actually, now that I think about it, we had that scene where the girl was afraid to touch Chiyo, right? You know, afraid to see her thoughts. At first, I thought that was gonna amount to something, but it really didn't. At least not like, as far as this case goes. I think it might have just been a matter of just a general fear of, you know, having your mind read. That's probably what it was. I mean, I probably just read too much into it initially. I think it's just a matter of some people are going to be afraid to touch Shiho because they'll just be able to read their hearts like an open book. And a lot of people are uncomfortable with that. They don't want that to happen, you know? So I think that's all it was. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I think. That's probably it for all like the serious plot stuff. We had some nice silly stuff here and there, like the alleyway. Just Kaoru like, go in there. It's like, we're already kind of in here. No, deeper. Like get in there. And then a few seconds later, Minamoto, we're stuck. Please help us. That was pretty funny. Quite enjoyed that. And the bath scene, you know, funny because we have Naomi's supervisor being his usual sleazy self. You know, somehow rationalizing to himself that it's okay to go into the women's bath. Kind of an impressive feat, really. But he got the typical, you know, thing thrown in his face, which is a simple way to say no, you shouldn't do that. And, you know, they are wearing towels, which is just, you know, it's just kind of unfortunate. They do that, of course, because this is a broadcast on TV, but in real life, you wouldn't do that. It's just very much bad manners to wear your towel in the bath like that. But, you know, guess we can't be showing tatas, so just they do that. It's just disappointing. It always bothers me a little bit whenever that happens, because I hate censorship in general. So it's just a little thing. It's not really, definitely not a problem, you know, specific to the show or anything, but felt worth mentioning for sure. What else, moment-wise, do I want to kind of mention? I mean, the Kaoru just, you know, jumping on top of the car and everything, that was really well handled. Just the music, as always, you really know when to use that music. Sometimes they overdo it a little bit, like use it too many times in the same episode, but not too often. Like, it was really on point here, for sure. And yeah, the guy, like I was talking about, you know, moral ambiguity and all that from before. But yeah, you know, part of me was like, well, he's going after bad people, so I can't get too mad at him, you know. But as soon as he started choking Kaoru, or to Shiho, all of that went out the window. Like, I was never on his side, really. It was just like a matter of, there was a limit to how mad I could, you know, be at him. But completely out the window. So as soon as he started choking Shiho, that was gone. At that point, it was just like, yep, put this guy behind, get him in cuffs, send him to jail. I'm done. I'm done with this guy. That's pretty much how I went, for real. I mean, that's some pretty cute stuff with Shiho in general, just kind of like clinging to Minamoto, you know. So because they had their bonding session this episode, so that's good. And then we had our ED. Like, this was great. Like, I guess there's not too much to say about it, really. They had their mics, which each had a different color bow on them. And they just had a really nice singing, dancing, adult performance on stage, which I didn't expect. I did not expect that at all. Like, we had kind of a stage, I think, last episode with the whole kidnap location with the mom and sister. That was kind of idolish, or at least reminded me of it a bit. But nothing compared to this. We straight up went full idol here. They were on stage, they had their mics, they danced, they sang. That's a pretty decent choreography, considering this is not an idol anime. It was honestly pretty impressive. It was great. We had great visuals. I really wish I had more to say on it. I just really liked it. Really, I was blown away. I did not expect that at all. I did comment on the opening being a little bit different, which I still don't know if that was my imagination or not. But it would make sense, though, because they clearly changed the ED this episode. So it certainly is possible. Shiho's father almost reminded me of Light Yagami's father from Death Note. Because he was kind of like a police chief too, so I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it did kind of remind me of him. Although I watched the English dub version of Death Note, so that's a big difference for me on a personal level. But yeah, just screw with that guy for sure. Yeah, that's all I got to say about the episode. It was good. It was a good episode. I'm glad Shiho got it. I'm glad we have a better understanding of her as the audience. And I love the ED. And that's really all I got to say. So, can end things off here. Just hope you enjoyed this, really. Thank you for watching. And a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.